Chelsea Rittenour. We are at the Fayette County Fair for this episode of Music Talks, and we're hanging with the Clarks. We're going to catch a little bit of their sound check. We're going to talk to Greg, their bassist, and we're going to give you some clips of their actual set tonight. Let's do this.
So he's going to play that line on that. Jeremy's going to play that guitar line. Let's start right at the bridge.
Vocal line go 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, we do 4 times through the whole progression.
4 times.
Comes in on the second time through.
Start there.
Start for the bridge.
Hi, Greg.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good, thanks.
Thank
good
you.
to be back again.
Yeah, thank you so much for chatting with me. We really appreciate it.
You bet.
First question. How long have you all been playing together?
We have been together over 36 years.
That's amazing. Okay, tell me.
Hard to believe.
I want to know how you all got together. How did it happen?
I believe it was Rob and myself that had met through a couple of other friends of ours, and we started playing in a band. And then I graduated, and Rob stayed there at IUP, and he met Dave and he met Scott the next year, and they had a band for a while. and they had a bass player and a saxophone player at the time. After that year passed, those two guys left the band, and he came into where I was working down in Pittsburgh and say, hey, we're getting a band back together. And I was just like, oh, it was like the happiest day of my life that I was going to get back into an original rock band and start playing with him again. So it was really fortunate for us.
Was it always intended to be an original project?
Rob's goal in life really was to be in an original band. He didn't want to just be a cover band, and knowing that someone has that sense of motivation and inspiration, that really helped us get into that original category. And we started with cover tunes, but quickly got into doing original music and felt that was more satisfying.
Great. Well, I'm super excited you guys are all here with us. My name's Isabel Corbar. I'm the 2022 Fayette County Fair Queen.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Madison Davis, your 2022 Fayette County Fair Princess, and I'm glad you are all here tonight.
Now put your hands together and make some noise for the Clarks!
Let's talk writing process then. How did you guys go about writing your music?
That's changed a lot over the years.
I'm sure.
A lot of that early on was a communal sort of process, or Scott or Rob would bring in original ideas, and then we would just kind of work on them and practice together. It was four guys in a room doing their thing. As time has gone on and we spend more time away from each other than we do together, that process has changed into generally Scott or myself putting down some rough ideas, and then we bring those into practice and just knock them out.
Yep.
They're further along at that point. And the new twist to it, which has made it fresh and fun for me, is that Dave, our drummer, his son is in the band. And he and I have been getting together a little bit, and we wrote two of the songs on the current EP that we have out. Mm-hmm. So that it's inspirational to be around somebody brand new. I think we all know each other's tricks, and when you bring somebody new into the process after 30-some years, it's kind of refreshing.
Oh, I spent a lot of time at the Fayette County Fair as a young boy.
So I used to come up here when I was a teenager back in the late 70s, early 80s. They had actual circus freaks. Me and my friends would take our fake IDs down to the showboat in Connellsville and get a 6-pack of beer and a pack of Marlboro Lights. Drink and smoke in Jack Mazur's Ford Mustang. Drive up to the Fayette County Fair, walking around looking for pretty girls. We used to try to win those mirrors, like Heineken mirrors. Throw darts at the balloons and try to win a mirror. Get an Italian sausage and a couple of elephant ears. Fried dough, we called it elephant ears. Give me 2 of them freaks. Oh, good times, man. It's called True Believer.
You guys blew up. You did the thing, which, you know, for everyone that's a musician and having you all here, that's pretty amazing for all of us. I mean, was that always the intent? Was it an accident? How did it happen?
Many years of grinding, and we had a couple of early managers, and we have a manager now that were really forward thinking at those times, and they helped grow the audience for us, and it's just been hard work, and obviously there's a lot of luck involved. If radio stations don't play your music, you don't get the attention equally as much as if you're just trying to put material out on your own.
Right.
And WDV in Pittsburgh, and WYEP, and the X, and some area stations, and across the country, really. They all chipped in and played our music, and that's where you start to get a good following. But
Right.
It's persistence, it really is.
Just out of curiosity, because I have you here, would you say it's a different animal now with social media and how everything works with social media?
Yeah,
Yeah.
completely. And I think that's the hardest thing for younger bands to realize, is the amount of work that goes in away from your guitar or your drum kit is huge. You know, back when we started out, we were mailing out newsletters to people that physically signed a mailing list that was sitting in the back of the club, and we would send out newsletters to fans every 3 or 4 months to keep them posted. And now, you know, that's almost seems easy compared to all the social media.
Yeah.
Instagram, Facebook, you know, Twitter, this, that, the other.
And you have to be on it.
Yeah.
It's a necessary evil these days, which, can be.
And there's a lot of noise, too, because you get inundated with so much stuff that you have to really poke through somehow. You have to be creative with that messages that you send out, that it's important each time that you send it out.
Recording studio a little bit. Obviously, like anyone who is a musician and has been in a studio knows how that process works, but also everybody does it a little bit differently. So for like non-musicians out there who have never experienced that, talk studio. What is that
Okay.
like for you guys?
It's fun now. It's really, it's not as scary or intimidating as it once was because there was that unknown factor. A lot of it's more of exploring and having fun and getting different sounds and just being there, having been there. You know the process, and you can concentrate on playing and being creative, and not so much on the technical because you have that down. We record now in Pittsburgh studios. We've used a few different studios. The last, excuse me, is the church recording studio, and before that we worked at Red Medicine Studio, which is in Swissvale, PA. So that takes care of like the last 5 albums that we did.
Nice.
Yeah. And again, it's a matter of getting a song together in rehearsal and sort of hashing it out and then getting into the studio. Our process is, because our time is limited together, that we'll kind of do a demo version when we're in practice. We'll take that to the studio and use that for tempo and knowing where the parts are,
Yes.
when to make the chord changes and all that good stuff. And we'll kind of go in individually. We'll start with drums, bass, guitar, and we'll just add a layer after layer until we get to the end result.
Yeah, it's definitely an individual process. I think most people, once again, who are not musicians think, oh, you're going into the studio, you're all in the same room, and then you just play the song.
And you just play it, yeah.
And it's not, oh my God, there's so many takes that you have to do, making sure the mics are correct, it's a process, and it's a lot. And everybody does go in there individually and play their parts, so.
Right.
Yeah.
We did a covers record a few years back, and we tried to do it as live as we could.
Yes.
So that's the last time we went in and really did the full band, just 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, and we all play and we get through it, and then you look at each other and you say, hey, how'd we do?
Yeah.
And you'll go back and then you'll fix parts that you didn't quite do right.
Yes.
But
Yay, technology.
But yeah, that took us a long weekend to put that record together, as opposed to 2 or 3 months to sort of get into the studio whenever you have a chance to get in.
Yes.
Right?
In the early years, is that how you guys did it, or did you do it individually?
We tried to do it as live as possible, just to get that energy and to feed off of one another.
It gives a different feel.
Yeah.
It does.
But once you get a good take down, then you go back and edit.
Yes. Very cool. What was the first studio you guys recorded at?
We recorded at a studio. It was called Aircraft East, and it is out in Penn Hills or the Plum area of Pittsburgh. It's not a studio anymore, but it was just like one room, 16 channel studio, bare bones, basic stuff, and we went in and recorded that as live as we could.
Did you guys have management then, or is that a project that was like purely out of love and you guys funded it yourselves?
We funded it all ourselves. Management at the time was a local guy that was really into being a manager, and I think he had just come on board whenever we got into that project, and he really helped push that along and get it to radio, and was real aggressive about getting it to bigger places than we really could have at the time.
Yeah, absolutely. It's crucial to have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is, especially for a new band. Yes, they do. Some of your favorite places that you have performed with the band?
Well, we've been around the country, and I think a couple of the really cool places, let's see, one of them would be in DC, the 930 Club, which for years that club has won, and I don't know if it continues to win awards for being one of the best clubs in the country. really just a nice setup. When we got a national booking agent, that's when things went from playing in crappy places that didn't even have a dressing room or a restroom in it. You probably.
How long did
you
it
probably
take
know.
until you got to that point?
Oh, I don't even know. Maybe 10 years.
See, that's
or
the thing.
more?
People think that this stuff happens overnight,
Yeah.
but what they see happening overnight takes years.
Yeah.
Years and
Yeah.
years of work and dedication and practice.
Right.
It's
And
a
that's when you
commitment.
get
It is a
that's when
commitment
you-
to be in a band, and especially one that has been as successful as the Clarks.
Yeah.
It truly is.
And you kind of earn that.
Yeah.
Getting a booking agent, and you earn getting management, and you
Yes.
earn getting the right to play or the opportunity to play in really nice places too.
Yes.
That has a bathroom and they have catering or they have whatever. They have the basic the amenities that you can
Yeah.
live your life there, because you're kind of living your days there in a club or in a bus or in a van or whatever, and you need the place to be as nice as possible.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
But that's one nice place. We've played a lot of places. We've played some cool places in some historic places like the Troubadour in Los Angeles. We've played the Ed Sullivan Theater when we did Late Show with David Letterman. So there's no shortage of really cool clubs.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk new material. You mentioned an EP.
Yes.
That is out right now. Let us know.
3 new songs that have been coming out, trickling out one at a time since March. The first song was called Sugarcane, and that got some airplay on WDVE. And then we released a second song, which is called Stay. Boy, I just had a moment there, yeah. That's a song that Scott wrote, and that got some airplay on WYEP in Pittsburgh and a couple of other places. And now we're working on airplay. Well, we just secured airplay on WYEP and WDVE in Pittsburgh. That third song is called Crush.
Awesome. Love it. And do you have any more releasing later in the year? Or
That's
is it just those 3
for this year, and then we're going to go
back.
back in hopefully sometime this year and get 3 more in, and we'll keep building and building.
Yeah, keep chugging along.
Yeah.
Upcoming shows for this year. What do you guys got? What are some ones that you're really looking forward to?
We are going to be doing 2 shows at Jurgles in Wexford, and that's going to be our holiday end of the year finale. Those will be the last Clark's show of the year. Those will be in over the Thanksgiving holiday. We're going to be doing a show up in Katanning along the riverfront, which will be really nice. We'll be doing the Rib Festival at Heinz Field the week of Labor Day. So that'll be the big show for the rest of the year.
Yeah. Cool. wrap it up, any advice that you would like to give to new bands, young musicians? Anything fun?
Give it a try. I never thought we would be here 36 plus years later, but we gave it a try. You
Well,
know,
when the music's good, the music's good, you know?
yeah,
That
I
helps
think
too.
the intention was to play in fraternities and drink beer and meet girls, and we stuck with it, and we knew we had something good, and we enjoy each other's company now, and we enjoy getting together still, and that's part of it too, is just seeing things through and being with your good friends and knowing that we all care about each other, and we don't really have any notion of not playing.
Yeah.
So
it's
that's
just
a-
what you do.
Yeah,
That is
that's
what you
the fun
guys do.
thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
Stick with it.
Love it. Well, thank you so much
You
for
betcha.
chatting
Thank
with
you.
me. I really appreciate it. This was lovely. I hope you enjoyed it as well.
Absolutely.
And for all the viewers out there, I hope you enjoy it also. Thank you.
Thanks.
In a black far corner of my mind, there's a box of something I can't quite define. How's your strings raised? It reeks of love gone sour, suspicion. Do you know where you're going when you're taking your last breath? Do you know what you got? Do you know where you're going when the devil starts to sweat? Do you know what you got? Cigarette.
What a great show. Huge thank you to the Clarks. Huge thank you to Greg for talking to us and to their manager, JW. Be sure to check them out and to check out their new singles that are out right now. That's a wrap, everybody.
Thank you